So today we are going to be making typical Pakistani food with I'm not, and we're just going into our house.
Hi. So Maya, I thought, because you said that we should make something that Pakistanis make every day, kind of. So I chose something this side that we would make every day. So we'll make the aubergine dip with yogurt and chicken and dal. How's that?
Good.
Started with the aubergines, and we are going to cook them. Let me show you. Till they turn golden brown.
Okay.
So not yet.
How long
So
have you been cooking them?
Actually, it takes a while for the pan to heat up, you know. So it'll take less time with the others, but these have been on for about 5 minutes. No,
Okay.
before you came, so maybe 7-8 minutes now. And so there are two kinds of oils. Actually, there are many kinds of oils you can cook it in. I just put olive oil in, but there's another kind which I cook it in usually, which is called mustard oil. You want to smell it?
Spicy.
It's spicy, so I wasn't sure if you'd like that or not, so that's why I didn't use it.
Okay.
But you can use olive oil. Which you will find in every Pakistani kitchen. You know, onions, ginger, and garlic. Okay. So we put it in almost everything, and you will see that all the three dishes that we'll make will have a combination. Something might be missing, like for example in this we are going to put some garlic but no onions or ginger. In this we'll put ginger, garlic and onions, but in the chicken we'll put the garlic and ginger. You can put the you can make the chicken with the onions also, but that's a different recipe. So, want to smell it?
Ah, it's really strong.
It's strong, right?
Yeah.
But you don't put a lot in.
Okay.
Maybe just a quarter of a teaspoon for this much of dal. And it also gives color, but the best thing is that it's anti-inflammatory. So you use it a lot of cooking. Like for this much dal, maybe I'll put about this much in.
Alright.
Right? Okay. Then we have the chilies. Now that all depends on how much you how much spicy you want it to be. But you can taste it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I put about this much.
Where'd you buy the spices?
You can buy them at the Indian Pakistani store, or you can even buy them in Albertine. So Albertine will have turmeric, it will have chilies, and salt.
Is it better when you buy it from the Pakistani store?
It's cheaper.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know if it's better or not. Yeah. Is actually cumin.
Ah.
Smell it?
Oh, it's strong.
Right?
Yes.
And let me, if I have the unroasted version, which I do, smell this. It's different, right?
Yeah, the smell is different.
The smell is different.
Yeah, and I can totally tell the smell.
I'm just going to cut the chicken to see how much more cooking is required. Okay. Okay. How about you taste the chicken and see what you think? It's really hot. Take the fork.
I think it's good enough.
You think it's good now? Maybe we cook it just a little because the bone is there, you see. Pakistani cooking, we always use the basmati rice. It's longer, it's thinner, and when it cooks, it becomes even longer. Right?
You buy it at Albertine or?
You can buy it anywhere at Albertine. All the supermarkets have it.
Okay.
Right? So some people cook it in a lot of water and then throw the water before the rice is fully cooked, and then put it on very slow heat. And but my grandfather always used to say, if you throw the water out, you throw out all the nutrition with it. So I don't do that, which is why my rice doesn't look very beautiful and separate, and but it's healthier. So I guess you could do it either way. So I'm going to use a little bit more ghee rice then. So just a little bit of ghee. As you can see, it melts immediately.
And to cook from your grandfather.
My grandfather never cooked, but he was really interested in food. So he read a lot about it, and he was very keenly involved in the kitchen, but not to the extent of cooking. Only to the extent of what we should and shouldn't do. So
who in your family cooked?
My mother actually cooked really nice food from what I've heard, but she passed away when I was very young. My grandmother was an excellent cook. Her cooking I still remember. She was, she was very innovative. I don't know where that hair got in from. She was very innovative, and she was cooking during the World War, because there were a lot of limitations on what you could buy and what you couldn't, and what was available and not. So she became a very innovative cook actually, and I think that she, so she was in that way. But her cooking, I've never tasted that kind of cooking again. Okay, so in Pakistani, on Pakistani tables, you just put a little bit of everything on your plate and you start. And when you want to have it again, take more. When I was little, Maya, my father tried to teach me all of this.
But you said he didn't cook, right?
Sorry?
You said he didn't cook.
My father?
Yeah.
Well, my grandfather didn't
grandfather,
cook.
yeah.
My father did try and learn cooking because my mother passed away when I was 5. So he learned a few things to make, and but in Pakistan, mostly in the houses, it's the women who cook, and it was So he tried to make me go to my grandmother to learn. But, I was at a stage when I was thinking, why isn't my brother going? Why am I going? So I refused to learn. And I really wish I had learned. But I learned a little late. But then I picked it up. We have, next to where my father lives, we have, it's my friend's house. She has somebody who cooks for her, who's a wonderful cook. So when I go to Pakistan, I often go there and I try and learn from her.
How often do you make this?
Quite often actually. So my husband really likes meat, so I make the chicken and the meat quite often. you can make the meat kind of in a curry sauce also, or you can make chops, or, so I make that quite often. The dal I make a lot for myself because I really like it. I mean, if I don't have it for a week, I'll really miss it. Rice and dal.
Okay, interesting.
But
Do you change it every time you make it? Do you have like a stick recipe, or do you kind of like vary it?
I guess because I don't measure stuff, it gets changed anyway.
Oh, okay.
And also according to the ingredients I have in the house at that time.
What's this dish mean to you?
I guess it means home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.